Good evening, gentlemen. For many years, we've been getting together here at this place this time and talk about the early days of single sideband. My name's Lynn. This is K5LYN. I'm in Austin. And I usually like to talk a little bit about the history of single sideband, a few words about how we got here, when it started, and what a long road it's been. Way back in the late 40s, some college kids decided they could get some military information about how to put a single sideband signal on the air, and they did a very primitive one. Then Central Electronics came on in 1951 with the first commercial exciter, the Central Electronics 10A, which I often use here on the net. And right now, I'm on a radio that is homebrew. What happened was the BC458 that Central Electronics used for their VFO, a guy named Tony Vitale figured out, why don't I just build a whole single sideband exciter on that chassis and using those BC458 components instead of just using it for a VFO. So he designed something for QST 1956. He decided he would make that the cheap and easy SSB. His call was W2EWL. And KG7TR built one of these. That's what I'm on right now. He built it in the 21st century. And then he decided to build a homebrew receiver to go along with it. So, as far as I know, this is the only all homebrew single sideband station usually used to call a net. So, let's talk to some people that are here. How about KK5DR? What do you say, Matt?
All right, this KK5DR, not on real vintage equipment tonight. The oldest stuff I got, ICOM 7700 and my Alpha 77DX, which is 1974 vintage, and running somewhere between 1800 and 2000 watts out right now. So that's what we got going out here on the Fat Chicken Ranch there, and everybody's sounding good tonight. KK5DR.
Okay, Matt, thanks for helping us get straightened out here on the right frequency, and I appreciate it. And you do a lot of homebrew stuff. As long as I've known you, you've built stuff. And I always like to remind people that vintage electronics has its root in homebrew, as I described. And so if you built an amplifier or an antenna or something like that, certainly you're part of the group here. All right, so on down the list. KA5CC, what do you say, Bob?
Oh, not much, Lynn. K560, Bob out here in San Angelo, where it's cooling down finally. We're getting some cool weather, and that feels pretty good. Don't have much going on. I won't keep it long because I'm sure most people aren't hearing me. I'm just on 100 watts. But we're supposed to be getting a boat anchor in here one of these days. I'm looking forward to that. So everybody have a real good week, and we'll try to catch you on next week. K560.
Super signal, Bob. I figured you were running 400 or 500 watts. Nicely done. TXW, talk to us, George.
NWB5TXW here for the greatest hour of amateur radio for the week. Just barefoot on the 32S175S3, the Shure 444, out to the dipole in the side yard, probably about 100 or 80 watts or something, Bob. You're sounding real good out there from San Angelo, little QS Baker, but that's the band. So anyway, Lynn, that's the picture, over.
Okay, George, great to hear you. Nicely done. Anything else for the group this evening?
That's it, over.
All right, let's keep this rain going. We love every minute of it. We've got some prescribed for tomorrow, I think. We'll have to see if it comes true. KC5L, talk to us, Tom.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight, we're on the usual here. The transmitter is a Central Electronics 200B with a D104 microphone, and it's driving the Central Electronics 600L amplifier, doing about 350 watts into a Johnson KW Matchbox, and a homebrew doublet up about 15 feet. And the receiver here is an R390A. And that's about all I have, Lynn, this evening. You're cheap and easy, sounding great as usual. Back to you, Lynn, KC5L.
Thank you, Tom, and your Central Electronics. You can't go wrong when those things are right. Nicely done. AG5XP, talk to us, Kenneth.
Yeah, thank you, Lynn, and other moderator for putting this thing on. This is Kenneth, AG5XP up here in Brownwood. Tonight we're on the old helicopter setup. Got the SX101 receiver and the HT32A transmitter and the HT33A amplifier. Got the old Heathkit 2040 tuner going out to a homebrew G5 RB antenna and trying to put the fire to the wire with an old D104. Back to you, Lynn, AG5XP.
Kenneth, you've never had a signal that wasn't right on the money. What a great engineer, and you've demonstrated that many, many times over. Nicely done. Okay, hey, Dan, KWOZ, what's new in Houston?
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and all the other boat anchor collectors. This Dan, KWOZ, middle of Houston. Been getting plenty of rain here lately, but today was nice and sunny. I got a chance after I did my grocery shopping to work outside on some things. And trying to get a 10-meter, believe it or not, simplest antenna dipole you can make is a 10-meter antenna. I keep shortening it, and I'm still 2 inches short of what I need. So anyway, 2 inches too long on each end from where I need to be. Anyway, we're gaining out. Running well, I guess they're both kind of boat anchors. I'm running a Kenwood TS 850 made in 1991, which makes it about 34, 35 years old. And I'm driving a refurbished, or actually built, it was a hollow shell when I got it, except for the transformer and the tube socket. Kind of redid the whole thing inside. It's got a single 8877 running about, about 1,300 watts, something like that. Anyway, it was built in 1979, so that makes it 45 years old, and that should qualify almost as a boat anchor. Plus, it's single tube. That's about it from here, Lynn. I got my pair of 813s downstairs. I'm building a cabinet around it, so I don't have that one on today. Back to you. Thanks for letting us in. Everybody sounds great tonight.
Hey, I'm wondering if the band is changing. Did my signal go down some, Dan, on your end?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, we better talk fast. Okay, let's speed this thing up. How about KE5Q, Jim?
Yeah, the band is changed a little bit, Lynn. K5LYN. This is KE5Q, and we're on the TS530S using the Shure 444, and that's going into the Ultimax 8040. Appreciate you calling the net. The band is quiet, but I think it's changing. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Y'all may remember one winter we tried to move it on up to 6:30 Central Time, and that had mixed reviews, especially from the people on 73. But we might see, we might consider a little bit earlier. Let's see how it goes this evening. Okay, hey, WA5MOE, what about it, Mike?
Well, good evening to the group here. We're on the I'm on the Collins KWM2A and the 30L1, and got an inverted V about 35 feet. It works pretty well. It's been around. That antenna is the most amazing antenna. It's a dual band trap antenna that I think I've had it for 40 years, and I just clean it every now and then, about once every 10 years, and it just keeps on working. I don't know. I don't get it, but anyway, that's pretty much the station, and we just are tonight just relaxing. And I stayed up way late last night. I was super happy when I woke up this morning, and everything is just running fine for me here. So good to hear everybody's signals, and everybody's got a good signal over here in College Station, Texas.
Yeah, that signal is talking up a storm. You know, my S-line, I put it on the air in like 1988, I think it was. And it still works on 20 meters every Sunday afternoon for all these years. Only did service one time in all those years. Good luck, Mike. Hang in there. Okay, I got one more, then Doug, I'll throw it your way. KC5WLF. Talk to us, Jimmy.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for letting me be here. KC5WLF, Jimmy over here in Cedar Park. Not too far. I guess if Lynn had, if he could turn everything off and be on a dummy load, I could probably hear him over here, but he's sounding good. This evening I'm talking on, I'm a privileged operator and owner of a TS530 SP, and along with it I got all the paperwork and everything where the guy bought it brand new in December 30th, 1983 from Madison Electronic Supply in Houston, Texas. And it's really clean. So I'm really privileged. Justin's neighbor down the block said they were going to throw it, they were going to put it out to the curb and asked me if he wanted it, and he said, sure. But Justin, AI50S, said he didn't have room for it, you know, and asked me to take it, and I obliged him. I've been happy with it ever since I got it. Anyway, good evening to the net. Everybody sounds good, KC5WLF.
Yeah, I think we got that audio exactly right, Jimmy. Keep it up. Nicely done. Okay, Doug, WB1E, see if you can pick this thing up and straighten it out. K5LYN.
Okay, thanks, Linda. Is that it for your list? Are you finished?
That's my list.
Okay, QSL. All right, great. Well, good evening, everybody. Oh, and Jimmy, by the way, that radio sounds fantastic, and you're very loud over here, and the band is changing for sure. Lynn, that faded out so good, and then you came back, so knock on wood. Hopefully it's done moving around. All right, my name's Doug. Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo is the call. I'm in Bryan, Texas. I'm talking to you tonight on a Swan 500. No suffix. It's about 100% stock. All I did was change one tube inside, and that was the 12AX7, my favorite brand, and hooked up this Electro Voice 638 microphone. It's going, I see that I have, I'll be darned, my amplifier's off. So I'm barefoot, so there's 190 watts. I'll see what I can do in the meantime, but I'm going to call for check-ins. For the Boat Anchors Net. This is Doug, WB1E. Any check-ins for the Boat Anchors Net? Come now.
November 5, Yankee Delta.
Oh boy, that was a pile-up. The last thing anybody heard was Delta, so I'll take you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Name here is Henry in Corpus Christi, Texas. The call is K5YDD, and I'm on a Kenwood 520S into a Kenwood 922A, all from 1982. So back to net, K5YDD.
Well, Henry, that thing sounds fantastic. That sounds just fantastic. Corpus, huh? I love to go down there North Padre and do some surf fishing, and hopefully now and then I run into that crazy Australian guy with a breakaway tackle company. So anyway, maybe we'll run into you sometime. Thanks for checking in. All right, there's a pile up. I'm going to see if I can get at least one or two of you guys. I'm going to try and take 2 or 3 numbers, and I'll start on that short list. Come now, check-ins.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Romeo Hotel, Whiskey.
November 5, November Echo, November.
WB50ZZ. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf, Quebec, Mike.
Okay, that's good enough. Golf, Quebec, Mike. Okay, starting at the top of the list, I had Whiskey Bravo 5. Was that Bravo November question mark? Let's see here. I have a Bravo November or Bravo uniform. All right. Moving down the list. November 5, NEN. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Good evening. I'm not on my boat anchor tonight. I'm on my Kenwood 590S. I just ran it with Elecraft KPA 500 amp running about 300 watts. I just ran in here from a family business that I've been taking care of this evening. As it suddenly came to a halt, realized I could probably get back into the net and say hello to you guys, but this one is just can't warm up that fast. Yours sounds just beautiful here, barefoot as it is.
So this is Paul, N5NEN in Austin. And back to you, Doug.
Okay, Paul, fantastic. 100% copy, no problem at all. You're plus 15, and sounded great. Thanks for checking in. November 5, NEN, November, Echo, November, Paul in Austin. All right, super deal. Let's see, Don, going down the list. OZZ, Don, good evening.
Good evening, it's Don, New Caney, Texas. Running an SB34 transceiver into the SB2-LA amplifier, about 600 watts, into a Dell Bazooka 45 feet. Over.
Yeah, luckily I got fast rollers on my chair here. That sounds fantastic. You said that was a SB34 transceiver, Don, over?
Yeah, sideband engineering, built in 63, SB34 transceiver into the amplifier, SB2-LA, sleep tubes, 600 watts out. Over.
Yes, I got that second part, but I just wanted to double check. SBE, awesome. Yeah, I don't see too much of those. I saw quite a few when I was younger, so I remember them a lot, and I like to remember them even more. So thanks for checking in, Don, and I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, going down the list here, I have a, what was it, Golf Quebec Nancy or Mary, over?
Yeah, Doug, this is Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Quebec Mike, Barry, and Mason, Texas. Tonight I'm running my Drake TR4CW into an in-fed half wave, and I'm driving that with a 10DA unamplified mic, and I'm running barefoot.
Okay, no problem at all. I got a S8 to S9 copy on you, Q5, 100%. I got some sort of noise that's crept into my local area here, so I have to apologize. It's S8, so but you're making it over my terrible noise, so I appreciate you checking in, Barry. And your TR4 sounds fantastic, so yeah, bring that thing around a little bit more often. And it was a nice cool day today. I got up and replaced the whole awning underneath one side of the roof, and with a nice piece of steel galvanized sheet metal all the way down. And it's not a gutter, it's just I don't know, it works, and it looks great. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. All right, any other check-ins for the Boat Anchors Net? My name's Doug, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo. Come now.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Romeo Hotel, Whiskey.
November 5, Bravo Tango.
Okay, I have, boy, I'll tell you, signals aren't that great. Let me just take these two right now. The Whiskey Bravo 9 prefix, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Whiskey Bravo 9, Romeo Hotel, Whiskey. Panel here is Bob.
Yeah, hey, Bob. How you doing tonight? Tell us what you're running. And, yeah, I apologize for the band conditions, not the best, but Q5 copy here in Bryan, over.
Okay, well, I'm in just outside of Dallas in Richardson, Texas. And this is the first time that I have run this Hollycrafters SR2000 Hurricane up. Just done a lot of work on getting the power supply working, and haven't even done much of an alignment yet. Taking out all kinds of mods, and just trying to get it on the air.
Well, it's on the air, I'll tell you that. Tell me about that microphone. Which one are you using tonight, over?
Well, I am not using much. It's just an old hand mic that I wired up into a new connector. I got a lot of work to do on this, so this is just a rough test.
Okay, Bob, thanks for checking in. That mic sounds pretty dang good for a hand mic, I got to tell you. I've heard worse. I've heard them so bad, they're become highly collectible to me just because I needed to have something that had that sound. and that sounds not at all like a hand mic. It sounds very nice. So if that's a hand mic, it sounds like I'd put a little tripod under it and call it a desk mic. So, all right, thanks for checking in, Bob. I have one more, and then I'm going to see if Jay's in there and see if maybe he wants to take a couple. N0 Golf Victor Kilo, is that correct? Over.
Yeah, good evening, Doug and the net. This is N0 Golf Victor Kilo, Kurt up here in south central Nebraska. And tonight I'm running a set of Kennewick Twins. These are the 599 Alphas. And running those into a Galaxy 2000B amplifier, 10 sweep tubes putting out about 700 watts. Into the off-center fit antenna up about 30 feet. And I'm running a Turner Plus 3 microphone here on the Kenwood Twins tonight, Doug. WB1E from N0 GVK.
Okay, fantastic, Kurt. Yeah, those 599s. Yeah, I saw a set of those one time, and the boxes look brand new, and I said to myself, with bated breath, I wonder if the radios look as good as those boxes. And you know what, they did, if not better. I don't think they've ever looked that good on the showroom floor. And luckily, the person that got them, I know who it was, so I guess that's a good thing. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Kurt. Yeah, it's not the loudest signal, but you're plus 10, so no worries, old man. And I'll tell you, whoever designed that amplifier with 10 sweep tubes is just after my own heart. I guess if you could have 4, that you could have 6 and more. So thanks for checking in, Kurt. 7-3, sir. Anything else for the net?
Well, that's all on this end, and thanks for letting me check in. Yeah, this particular set here came from different parts. I got the receiver from one person, transmitter another person, cable from another person, and they all needed some help. So the transmitter was the last one, and I got it all working together, and it seems to be doing good. Thanks, Doug, and N0 GVK.
Okay, N0 GVK. Talk to you soon. Check in soon when you get a chance. And the band's hanging in there. All right, well, I'm going to see if one of my cohorts, Mr. KN5QSJ, is available, if he's willing to take a couple. If not, there's always Rusty. He's usually hopefully doing better with his voice in repair, I imagine. So, Jay, KN5QS, this is WB1E. Are you there, sir? Okay, I guess not. Well, how about Rusty? WK5R. Rusty, this is WB1E, over.
WB1E, WK5R, and I'm not tuned up very good here, but anyway, I'm here, so I'll take a shot at it. I'm running my usual Yaesu FTDX10, the Tascam TM70 microphone by TAC, and I am driving a Drake L7 amp that I have rebuilt for Wild Bill over there in Mississippi, and that's going into a homebrew tuner hand bypass mode up to a homebrew band dipole at about 50 feet. So who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Okay. I got one ending in November, and I've got Perry there. KB0 UOZ. Go ahead, Perry.
Okay, Rusty, thanks for getting me in here this evening. I come home early from work just specifically to be able to get here and check in and met with you guys. Anyway, we warmed up to Kenwood, was back up the East Kent Twins. I've got the SP401 transmitter on and going through the SP303 solid state receiver. And of course, using a speaker and all that kind of stuff. And we're running through a little low SP200 amplifier. They're doing it 600 watts, like you should. And using this T104 microphone that's been modified with a Shure 350 cartridge in the D104. So that's kind of station run down using a off-center fit 75 meter wire up here about 30 or 32 feet to the
Q5 there, Perry. Not a big signal, but Q5. Anyway, all right. There was a station ending in N, I believe, was there, ending in November. Come now.
WJA.
All right, I got you over there in Gulfport on the Drake twins there. You're doing just fine. They're just a hair off frequency, but not enough to matter there. So it's working for you. Appreciate you checking in there, and we'll catch you next time. And Jim, I got you in there for the count.
Roger.
Relay, go ahead.
Rusty, it's K560. Y'all had a station trying to check in about 4 times a while ago, and I don't understand why nobody heard him because he's blowing the walls out. It was a November 1 Bravo Tango.
Oh, okay. The N1 BT, go ahead.
They probably gave up.
He might have. I think that might be the station in Wisconsin. I'm not sure. But I heard a BT, but I wasn't the net control, so I didn't get that one.
Okay, well, I just want to tell you he was there. He probably gave up, but man, he was loud.
All right, N1 Bravo Tango, are you there? I guess he gave up. Okay. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. WA0 AAH, go ahead. WD0 AAH. Fine there, Mark. The station sounds good there. The Drake. Oh, that's 7. Oh, man. Anyway, it's working for you. The band's a little screwy tonight, but I got you there. Catch you next time. All right. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 5, Papa Foxtrot.
Hello, Phil. Go ahead.
Hello, Rusty. Good to hear you. I haven't been on in a while. This band has been bad. I don't even check into the local news. Too much noise. So I've been leaving it alone, but thought I'd come by here tonight and see if you guys are still around. What's going on in Texas?
Oh, not much. Just hanging in there, over.
That's good. I'm glad to hear y'all still there. This is Phil. November 5, Papa Fox. I'm located near Vicksburg, Mississippi. I'm running a Collins KWM2. Got a 312B5 on it, and he's kit SB200, a Heil microphone, and I'm running a cage dopole at 50 feet. And glad to get this thing warmed up for a change. Back to you, Rusty, M5 PM.
All right, Phil. Well, your Collins station's it's doing its thing there. It sounds good. Great audio. Good to hear from you. We'll catch you later on. All right. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited before I pass it on to the next control? Come now. Well, we might have fished the pond dry there. So K5LYN, WK5R.
Hey, sure is good to hear your voice repaired. You sounded great, Rusty.
No better than it was, ain't it?
Way better. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do something here for you that you probably couldn't do this yourself legally, but I want to say what nice-looking power supply boards you were showing me up there at Belton, and those are very fine products, nicely done on your part. Okay, and hello to my friend Phil, N5P. Phil, I'm hearing you. Let me see if Phil's still there. Phil, you hear you copy K5LYN? Well, he may have gone down the street, but Phil and I talk here and on the Vintage Sideband Net on Sundays also. Okay, who else wants to talk Vintage Radio here? This is K5LYN. Lynn in Austin on the cheap and easy SSB. I'm listening. Well?
K580X.
Is that you, Byron?
Yeah, I'm down here in the mud.
Well, I doubled with you a little bit, but I got the X, and it sounded like your X. Talk to us.
Okay. Well, tonight, this is W5EX Byron in Bluffdale, an hour southwest of Fort Worth, and tonight we're on a Heath Kit, good old Heath Kit, poor man's Collins, I guess it is, SB102 that I've been working on for the past week, and I think I about finally got it wrung out. Got a little problem getting it to develop some ALC, but maybe I'll track that down later in the week. I had a beautiful day here today, expecting a little more rain, I guess Friday, so it's always good to get a little of that after the drought we had. I am running barefoot as usual up in the old inverted V and a D104 mic. That's all I have tonight, Lynn. Good to hear everybody, and thanks guys for calling the net as usual. W5EX.
Hey, that deal's doing a nice job. Great signal. So, and the rain, yes, we're all really enjoying it after so long. They're telling us we're going to get some more tomorrow. Are you hearing that up there?
What was that again?
They're telling us we're going to get some more rain here tomorrow. I wondered if you were included in that forecast.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to start tomorrow. It's supposed to, I don't know what time, early or late, but it's starting tomorrow. But we've got one beautiful day in to go to Granbury to the ham lunch and hang out with a good old ham buddy, so that's always fun.
Okay. All right, nice signal on that station, nice work on your part, and we will all be celebrating the rain. Okay, who else wants to talk Vintage Radio this evening? K5LYN, Lynn in Austin, calling and listening. Well, you might have covered the territory here. Jay, are you around? You want to talk? Doug, let's give you one more shot at it, and then we'll give it to Rusty. We may be winding it up here. Go ahead, Doug, K5LYN.
Okay, very good, Lynn. K5LYN, WB1E. This is what is left of the Boat Anchors net, and we take in anybody who would like to check in. That just was, they just enjoy the sound of the Boat Anchors. Some of us are on them, some of us aren't. I'm on one now, and the amplifier is on, so we're doing legal limit. Anybody who would like to check into the Boat Anchors net, my name's Doug, WB1E. Come now.
Kilo Charlie 5, Oscar Lima Delta.
Wow, somebody very faint. I heard a Kilo Charlie. Are there any relays that have a decent copy on him? Want to pick him up?
Let me try it. His name is John. KC5OLD. Talk to us, John.
Yeah, the band's rolling it in and out. Been working on the antenna kind of stuff again. We're using a more modern radio because the other one's somewhere else. And been trying to get my antenna rows straightened out and, back to the wire thing. And other than that, don't have much to say. I guess 80 watts just ain't cutting it. The band's rolling back and forth tonight, though. KC5 ordered.
Okay, let me make a suggestion. You and I are not that far apart, and I'd be happy to come over and see if I can assist you with that antenna project. Anytime, just let me know, and we'll catch you at lunch one of these days. Okay, John, anything else on your end this evening? Okay, maybe not. Anybody else want to talk to me before I give it to another net control? Well, Doug, I think we're about to wind this thing out.
contact, Lynn.
Contact, go ahead.
Hey, this is Paul at N5NN. Yeah, Lynn, you just raised a memory of mine because this week I just bought one of those fine boards from Rusty from his fine website for this FP200 that I'm working on. So just wanted to say that, and hope I'll be able to talk to you here later this week. And so now K5 will in from N5NN.
Yeah, very fine, Paul. We'll sure do that. And yeah, WK5R, I saw his merchandise up there at Belton. I was very, very impressed. Okay, let's see here. I don't know who Rusty, you want to talk, or shall we give it to Doug one more time? What do you think, Rusty?
You could try one more time there, Doug. I think it was a couple come in there when you called. Give it a shot.
Okay, it's always good to hear Rusty so I can touch up my tuner. Boat Anchors Net. Any check-ins for the Boat Anchors Net? Come now. Rusty, I'm going to hand you the fishing pole with a fresh piece of bait on it. If there's anything left, you're going to catch it.
Okay. Well, maybe I was just hearing things. All right. This is WK5R. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. This is the last call. For anybody want to check in, anybody, anywhere, come now. Well, I think that worm got off my hook there, Doug. So appreciate everybody checking in. We'll look for you next week. So this is WK5R. Now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net at 8:06 and returning the frequency to normal amateur abuse. And my voice is cracking just a little bit, Lynn.
You sound way better. Great to hear you, and we'll be around. K5LYN. Great, and that's guys. See you all next week.
All right, thanks, Lynn, for kicking it off. Thanks, Rusty, for bringing up the rear. And everybody have an awesome evening. And freedom is ahead. The skies are clearing. WB1E73.